And I just wanted to give you a heads up on some of the products that I had received within the last couple of days. And these are from Simply Organic. And Simply Organic oils had these black castor oil and jojoba oil and tea tree oil that I wanted to check out. And the reason I wanted to check it out is, you guys know, I do like to oil my hair at night, and I did over-process my hair to get it to the lighter red instead of my normal burgundy, which is my normal color. With that, I've caused major damage, and I've been getting into more of the organics and the natural stuff and stuff that actually works, and I keep bringing this stuff to you. So I had decided, when I had seen their stuff, to just give them a shout and see if we can do a review. So what they did is I had told them I was interested in their stuff, and they had decided that they were going to send me a couple of their products, and one of them was tea tree oil. Now, they also sent this booklet, which I keep looking down at. It's kind of a pamphlet, and I want to show you this first, and it says Simply Organic, and then at the bottom it says Simply Organic, and then it has the Jamaican black castor oil, the regular and then the extra strength, and then it has their website at the bottom, simplyorganicoils.com. And then it goes into detail on the inside. As you open it up, it shows you all their oils, and it gives you a list of everything they do. And then on the back, it also has their oils, and then it tells you exactly how to use the Jamaican black castor oil, its uses. And then on the inside, it has the Jamaican black castor oil shampoo conditioner, which is sulfite-free. Now, we're going to start this review with their stuff, and we're going to end it with their stuff and a little of how to use the oils and what you can use them for and why I actually like these. As you guys know, I do oil my hair, and as you can see, it's been slicked back, and it's actually not slicked back, it's been oiled. And what I do is I take the 3 oils together and I add another ingredient to it to kind of thin it out just a little bit more, and then I use it on my hair. And what's happening is my hair is actually getting thicker at the root line, and at the back, where it was all just a complete, it wasn't even a hot mess, it was just a mess. Over-processed, what it's doing is it's actually sealing the hair follicle at the top and the whole shaft of the hair. Now, this is the first thing that I use of theirs, and it is the actual extra strength Jamaican black castor oil. And I'm going to show you what this looks like, and then I'm going to tell you what they say about it, and I'm also going to read it off the bottle. So this is the Simply Organic oils, and that is the Jamaican black castor oil, and it is really, really thick. So I don't know if you guys can see how thick that is, and I mean it's really, really thick. Okay, and this is a 4 fluid ounce, 118 milliliters. For those of us not where I am, okay? And this has got a yellowishy consistency to it. It is really, really thick. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's how thick that is. And I'll tip it over once more so you can see it again. That's how thick that is. Okay? And it is a yellowishy kind of tone to it. That's their Jamaican black castor oil. Now, in their booklet here, it actually tells you exactly what it's used for. And it says it's an extra strength Jamaican black castor oil is concentrated solution that hydrates and encourages overall hair growth and scalp health. The oil is used to prevent breakage in hair, eliminate dandruff, and foster growth. All natural, no salt. Apparently, some companies add salt to their castor oil. I wasn't aware of that. I don't know if you guys were either, but yeah. Now, it goes into explaining, okay, that the Jamaican black castor oil, it says simply organic Jamaican black castor oil is derived from the seed of the castor plant. Imported crude castor oil from Jamaica is bottled, sealed, and ready for use. Jamaican grown castor oil seeds are crushed and boiled to extract the castor oil. The concentrate of ash will speed the rate of hair growth and effectiveness upon use of our original Jamaican black castor oil. Simply Organic's extra strength Jamaican black castor oil has a higher concentrate of ash over regular Jamaican black castor. Nothing extra to our organic black castor oil. And it also has the uses. And that's here at the back. And it goes all the way down. It says for hair growth, apply Jamaican black castor oil onto scalp, massage it with fingers, and leave it overnight. For a massage, you want to boil water and then set the castor oil in it for only 30 seconds and then apply it to the area and gently massage. For your eyebrow growth, apply small amounts of Jamaican black castor oil to the eyebrow area. Do not use scented oils on your eyebrows. Well, scented oils is if you decide you're going to mix another oil with it, or one that has rosemary or jasmine or lavender in it, which they also do sell. So if you want your castor oil to have a nice scent instead of not smelling at all, you can have it they can add it in for you, the rosemary, lavender, jasmine. I've heard of rosemary in certain conditioners that are great for hair. Might be an option if you guys decided that you wanted your castor oil to have rosemary in it. The other one is, and I'm trying to find it again, extra virgin organic jojoba oil. Now that's the jojoba oil. It looks like this, okay, and that is 1 milliliter, okay, and that would be, that's 1 fluid ounce, it would be 30 milliliters, 1 fluid ounce. And as you guys could tell, the label is kind of, that's because of me, and as you can see, I was just using it, so yeah. I have no problems with using these on my hands or anything, so if your bottle's oily, you know, just, you know, save your oils. Use it on your hands, use it on your skin. This one says, this rich golden oil seals hair moisture, soothes and hydrates dry skin and scalp on contact. Uses a hot oil treatment for dry, brittle hair. This is organic, extra virgin jojoba oil. This is for external use only. This one does not say. So the castor oil does not say, but the jojoba oil does say. And the jojoba oil, they have, whoop, little bugger, stay. It says here, okay, right there, theirs is kind of a yellowy in the picture, and it's not really like that yellow. It really isn't. As you can see, it's not that kind of a, you know, maybe, I guess the picture didn't pick it up, and it picked it up more green, but this is really like yellow, not green. This says, the extra virgin organic jojoba oil is widely recognized as a great moisturizer and a massage oil. This organic oil is known to prevent scalp flakiness and overall skin dryness, and it's 100% natural. Then, of course, and I'm going to sneeze. I am so sorry, guys. Sorry. The next one we have is the tea tree oil from Simply Organic. And this is the tea tree oil, and I have one open. And this one is probably going to go in the giveaway for you guys. And that's what this looks like. And this is also the 1 fluid ounce, which would be 30 milliliters for those that are not in the same place that I am. And it says, this cold press and unrefined tea tree oil is excellent for fighting against blemishes, used for healing skin cuts, burns, and infections. It's 100% natural. This has to be diluted with a carrier oil. You can dilute it with you know, your jojoba oil or your castor oil, or you can dilute it in your favorite conditioner, or if you're doing a cold co-wash, yeah, you can add like 1 or 2 drops to it. For those of us that have natural hair that are still doing the natural thing, I would suggest only putting like 1 or 2 drops in your conditioner that you have, and using that start once a month for a month or 2, see how it reacts. Some people will get thinning hair. If your hair thins out too much, then use it once every 3 months, but keep that bottle marked so you know what it is. Now, I've been using this for a bit, and my hair is actually gone from the condition of being a, I'm going to say, my one friend had turned around to me, and she had said it was almost like my hair was cotton candy. Apparently, after I had done the gray, which you guys have seen, I didn't triple condition my hair. I didn't even have a triple conditioner here. I normally pick up oils to add in if I'm going to do anything like that, but the lightening hair stripper not only stripped the color of my hair, but it made my hair so brittle it started breaking off. I've got so much breakage underneath that, yeah, it's scary. To the point where my hair actually did look like cotton candy. It was so dry, it was cotton candy-wise. It was so brittle, it was breaking off. It was just a complete mess. Now it's actually back to where it's starting to become shiny and healthy looking and just all around amazing looking. And it does take a while. Nothing is foolproof. Nothing is going to work for everybody. And it's sure not a miracle. So you have to take your time with it. Nothing is going to heal your hair overnight if you have that much damage like I did. I didn't do just one process, which I should have stuck with just using a color remover on my hair to remove my natural color, which I usually do. I decided to go with Blue Lightning and strip my hair, and then it became such a mess that I had to scramble for essential oils that were going to work, and that were going to work at least fast enough to where my hair stops breaking. I have a soft brush, and I'm going to show you guys this. This is my brush that I use, and this is a paddle brush. It's a flat brush at the back. And what I do is, if you're supposed to use these to smooth your hair, but because my hair was so brittle, I had to actually use it to brush my hair. Otherwise, I'd be ripping my hair out of my scalp. And that's what I was doing basically with the harder brushes. Now, this is not a soft brush like a baby you would use, and I was looking for those because of how fragile my hair was. But this is like a medium. And what I do basically now is I take the black castor oil and I take the jojoba oil and I put it in a container with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of coconut oil, which you can get all through, you know, Simply Organic oils. And I mix it together in a little container, okay? And, of course, you're going to say, ooh, that looks like a liquor thing. But this is why you shouldn't keep it in the cold. Oils do have a freezing point. Even if they're liquid, they do have it to where they will turn a, well, yeah. That's not oil consistency anymore. It's actually thick. And there is no shea butter in here. There's just the oils from Simply Organic. And apparently my bathroom got a little bit too cold last night, and now I have a white goo mess. Now, this doesn't bother me because I use the castor oil not just for my hair. I use it to make my own deodorant, which I make now myself instead of spending $2 to $3 on stuff in the store that has aluminum blah. Okay, let's see. It has alcohol, alkali benzate, butyl ether, hydrogen castor oil, hydrogenated. Just add water, and there's stuff that I can't even pronounce, okay? So, yeah, and one of them is aluminum zirconium trichloride. Whoa. It's very simple to do. I just make my own, and all it is baking soda, baking powder. Baking soda does not have aluminum in it. I use the Arm & Hammer. I checked 5 or 6 times. It does not have aluminum in it. Those who think it does, there are 2 types of Arm & Hammer baking soda. Make sure you are using the baking soda that is edible and not the stuff that you put in the fridge. The stuff that you put in the fridge may or may not contain aluminum, because aluminum is a drying agent. I can't be sure. The stuff that I use, which doesn't go in the fridge or the freezer, does not have it in it. I take the black castor oil, about a teaspoon of that, and of course I take the jojoba oil, and I take half a teaspoon of that, and I mix it together with the cornstarch and that until it becomes a paste, and then I just stick it in, a little oil container, and there you have it. This one actually has in it, I think I put Aztec healing clay in that, if I'm not mistaken, the bentonite clay, just so it keeps me more dry, and I added peppermint oil to it. And, of course, you can get argan oil, which you can add into it, the coconut oil, the essential oils, sweet almond oil, I have yet to try yet, and I would love to try it, especially from this company. Their oils, I have nothing bad to say except for they come in little glass containers, which kind of frightens me because I'm a klutz and I do drop things, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't know the shatter consistency of these bottles because they're not really thick and they're not really thin. So me being a klutz, I have to be extremely, extremely, extremely careful with these, and I would like them to maybe be in a dark plastic, or maybe have shatterproof glass or something along that lines, and instead of, just a flat top like they have, maybe something to where you can actually push down and the oil would come out onto your hand or onto the spoon, just the right amount, and not something that you have to push down and turn to lock, or something that you just turn and it locks, or turn and it opens. Something like that would be amazing for this company to have. But right now they don't have that, so I'm just dealing with the regular tops. And the regular tops are not bad, it's just, it makes it a little bit harder for me, especially with the glass, is I'm worried about dropping it. Things fall, things drop, things happen like that, and I'm just over precautious about stuff like that because I really don't want that to happen, especially when it's not hard to find the black castor oil and the jojoba oil and the tea tree oil. You can find it from hundreds and hundreds of companies, but finding the right ones that actually do work, that are actually heavy, that actually are pure, that don't have an additive to it, that don't have an extra to it, are getting harder and harder to find. Simply Organic Oils is one of the companies that actually have their organic oils. They are organic. They don't add extra to it. They don't sit there and say they don't add anything to it, and then they do. As far as I know, they do not test on animals. Of course, you really don't need, and I don't see a need for it, and I don't know if you guys see a need for it, or if you know of any company that does it because they see a need for it, but when you're making an essential oil, there is no need to test it on any animals. It's an essential oil. The object is to extract the oil from whatever you're getting it from and then bottle it in its purest form. And that's what this company has done. I'm completely shocked that they actually offer scented ones with rosemary and jasmine and lavender. For those of you that like lavender and jasmine, that would be great. You can add it into your black castor oil. The rosemary sounds like an amazing idea. I would love to try a few more from this company, and hopefully they'll get back to me and we can check out some more of their oils they have my attention. I hope they have your guys' attention. I'm going to link at the bottom their site for you guys to take a look. It's simplyorganicoils.com, and there's really nothing bad to say about the product. The product is great. The container is, you know, if you're going to be mixing the oils a lot, the container is great if you're pouring it onto a teaspoon. The only trouble that I'm having is that it's glass and I'm a klutz. Those who have children, you're going to want to take this and put this up high so, you know, the kids don't play with it and the glass breaks and the glass gets all over or something else happens, or put it in a place where you're not going to knock it over with your hand or even by accident bumping into it because it is glass. You don't want anything like that to happen. Now, this company is out of Miami, Florida, so they are in the United States. And I really, you know, it's really funny because I have nothing bad to say about this company. SimplyOrganicOils.com, Pure Organic Life Incorporated out of Miami, Florida, is Simply Organic Oils. And I am completely, I'm still playing with the castor. I'm still playing with the castor oil. Look, guys, how thick it is. I just can't get over that. I don't know if you guys can see that in there, doing that. Wait. Okay, that's how thick it is. See, now you can see it. This is not a thin castor oil. And it has no salt in it, no preservatives, nothing. It is pure castor oil, which means if you're going to have this in a place that it's cold and mix it with other oils, like coconut oil at a certain degree will freeze, it will actually coagulate, and coagulate means getting thick. So will jojoba oil. I have yet to find an essential oil that won't do that. Olive oil is notorious for it. I did find that if you take the any organic fractionated coconut oil, and fractionated means it is a liquid form of not castor oil, a liquid form of coconut oil. And what happens is they extract, okay, all of the level 1 fats, which is the thick fats that are on the top. And they leave the medium, and they leave just about a little smidgen of the top oils because, of course, that's where all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you need are in for your skin, your hair, and everything else. And then they package it. But what happens if you only got a tiny, tiny little bit, and anybody who plays with oils knows that a little tiny bit will not make the whole batch freeze. However, fractionated coconut oil, if you take it and mix it with other oils, it does binding. It will thin out an oil. So if you take the Jamaican black castor oil, okay, and you add 1 teaspoon of that and a teaspoon and a half of the coconut oil and mix it together, what's going to happen is if you take that and you put it in the freezer, it will turn solid because the oils are freezing together. The molecules are locking together on the oil. One oil is actually locking as a team with the other oil and binding together, and it does, you know, it does freeze. It does become thicker. It does become a block if you add a lot of the two together, so they're actually together, locking molecules, they're freezing, they get hard. The only trouble with that is if you're using an essential oil, it's a liquid, and all of your essential oils are liquid, and you have nothing to bind it together like shea butter or something, you know, some kind of butter. What'll happen is it'll become such a light mixture if you're using these for, say, body lotion bars and stuff like that. They will become so light to where you breathe on them and they'll melt. So you want to make sure that if you're going to use an essential oil like these, that you want to use another butter that's heavy, or a soy wax would be good, or I don't like petroleum products. If you're going to go organic all the way. Shea butter, coconut oil, the hard stuff, not the liquid. You can use both. Cut it half and half. If it says like 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, you can use half a teaspoon of the fractionated and half a teaspoon of the regular. Shea butter, cocoa butter, stuff like that that's hard. There are all kinds of waxes, and a lot of them are not beeswax. A lot of them are soy. They have all different kinds of waxes that you can use that can make your oils hard. I would suggest, though, if you guys are going to start using oils, to make yourself like a body butter. Start with the castor oil or a hair mask with the castor oil, jojoba oil, 1 drop of the tea tree oil for your scalp if you have flakes, and a little bit of olive oil, and just go through it. If you don't have olive oil on hand and you are ordering from Simply Organic Oils, you can order the extra strength Jamaican black castor oil. They have an argan oil. They have a fractionated coconut oil. They also have the jojoba oil. And you can take those, combine those into a container. And, you know, it's funny because I do have my container here that I use. And it is right here. And as you can see, there's some in there already because I was going to, you know, re-oil my ends. And that's what happens, okay? The white spots that are in there is the coconut oil binding with the other oils. And apparently it gets thick. And I'm not upset about that. I'm actually happy that it actually got thicker because it's easier then to melt it on my fingers and put it through my hair if I have to, or use a brush. And I mean, I use, you know, a concealer brush for just that. That's all that touches it. You can use, you know, a professional brush if you want, but these things seem to be so hard on your hair. I mean, the bristles are just horrible on my hair. But you can use that too, and there you can add, I don't know, the vitamin E if you want to it. Looking at the list of stuff that they have, you can, now this is one of the ones that I would use personally. If I had it here, I would use it. I don't. Is there sweet almond oil? There's sweet almond oil, black seed oil, which is cumin oil, and I would take that with their black castor oil and add a drop or two of the coconut oil, drop or two of the jojoba oil, and a drop or two of the argan oil, and mix it together. They also do have a whipped shea butter, which has vitamin A in it, and the black castor oil, so you can actually get that. I would suggest getting it unscented. You really don't want to put any scents in your hair, especially if you're going to take that and use that for your eyebrows, which I also do. Because in the winter, you know how you guys get that chapped skin and everything. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. If you get their mix of the shea butter, it has the vitamin A and the castor oil. All you have to do is add vitamin E, 2 drops of the jojoba oil, 2 drops of the argan oil, 2 drops of the coconut oil to it, 2 drops of the sweet almond oil, and 2 drops of the cumin oil to it, and mix it all together. You want about a tablespoon of their shea butter. And please, I'm begging you guys, please. I have heard this on so many social media channels, and I'm going to tell you, do not microwave your shea butter. Your shea butter already has nutrients and vitamins and minerals in it for a reason. What happens is if you microwave it, not only do you run the risk of shattering the bowl that it's in, okay, because of how hot it does get, you also run the risk of destroying, because you're heating that on it in an environment that's radiation to begin with, it destroys the molecules in it. Anything that was ever good in that is now destroyed. It's gone. And if you add vitamin E to that before you microwave it, you might as well just take in the capsule and toss it down the sink or the toilet or in the garbage, because that's exactly what you did. You just killed it. I would suggest using a double boiler. It's really simple. You only need a tiny little pot with a big pot underneath it. The big pot underneath it, put some water in it. Put the small pot on top of it, and I do it all the time. You can use any one, even the stuff that you eat, okay? Even the pot that you're going to eat at. I use the one that I make coffee with. Right, yes, I use my coffee. Because I don't use a coffee pot. There's no reason to anymore. But I just take a little bit of the shea butter and then start adding all my essential oils to it. And what happens is the water heats up the bottom of the pot instead of being on direct heat or in an environment that's going to break it down. Then I can add in, as it starts cooling, 1 or 2 of the liquid vitamin E. And then once it cools down, I can either whip it or do whatever with it, but I take it from there into a container, and I wait for it to cool down. Meanwhile, I'm washing my pot. It takes soap and water. You can use an antibacterial soap in it, and it doesn't harm you. You can reuse all your utensils. Again, I would suggest please don't use metal, because what metal does is it binds to everything. Everything binds to it, so all the nutrients is being sucked out of it. That's about it, guys. Just, if you guys decide to pick up these oils from Simply Organic, do yourself a favor. Don't heat them up too much, okay? Don't heat them on direct flame. Please don't heat them up in the microwave. And if you're going to use them, a little bit does go a long way. This is 2 days of treatment. My hair is very, very soft. Of course, I still have some that's really, really dry at the end, and that's what I'm trying to do, is get rid of it. This is, yeah, I think this is 1 or 2 days. I started yesterday. No, the day before yesterday, I'd washed my hair. And I do have a spray bottle, which I have the oil in, and as you can see, that one just did not thicken. Apparently, it wasn't cold enough in here for that, but apparently this one had issues. You could reuse any container. I mean, any container with an essential oil. It will not go through it. Glass, plastic. I mean, it's your choice, but to get the most out of your oils, my suggestion is don't put it on a stove, don't put it in the microwave, especially on direct heat and on the stove. If you're going to use a double boiler, that is the best. Wait until your oils cool down before adding your vitamin E so you don't lose the vitamin E to it. You can also add a biotin capsule to it and make yourself a hair mask after it cools down. Use it on your scalp, massage your scalp for 3 to 5 minutes, and then leave it on and go through the rest of your hair, braid your hair up, which my hair is braided up in the back, okay? And then, you know, pat it through the rest, a little bit more of your hair, and then the next day, take your hair down, brush it out, see how much oil you have in it. You'll know if you have too much oil in your hair when you actually run your fingers through your hair and you can't go like this. Also, you're also going to need overnight is you're going to need a plastic bag, or I have a nightcap. And I told you guys I was going to show you this because I use this with Simply Organic oils. So this is about the right time to show it. And here is my nightcap, okay? And the nightcaps that you want to be using have the plastic on the inside, okay, so your oils don't get all over. So if you can pick that up virtually anywhere. You can use a plastic bag or whatever you feel more comfortable with so the oils don't get all over everything. I don't have that problem because I do not saturate my hair except for once every 2-3 months. Sometimes it depends on how bad it is. Wintertime is horrible for your hair. If you were going outside in a rush, and like I do is I take some of the Jamaican black castor oil, rub it through my hands, put it through my hair really, really fast, and then I'm out the door. Please do not do that if you have wet hair. If you're going to rinse these oils out of your hair, I would suggest using a co-rinse, or you can use a conditioning rinse. Any conditioner works as a conditioning rinse. What you need to do, though, is do not wet your hair first. You want to bring the conditioner through your hair first, make sure it's all the way to your scalp, and then turn around and rinse it out. And it will rinse the extra oils off of your hair. You do not want to strip your hair by using anything that's harsh on it when you're replenishing back the oils. For your skin, this is great. My psoriasis is actually almost gone on my ankle. It's almost completely gone on my scalp. My scalp is not itched. And I have to tell you guys that I have been using this black castor oil for the last almost a week now. And I didn't have hairs growing here. And now I have hairs growing here. And then I have my hairline is actually moving downward, which I don't know if I'm going to be happy about that or concerned. Because that means, now tell me guys, would I really look better with, you know, if I covered this up, just pretend this is hair, would that really look good on me? So, as you guys can see, and I'm going to get in closer, me and my oily hair here, I'm going to get in really, really close, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like a couple of strands of hair right there that are just growing in. Look at these. Look at this. Look at this. This was not here, okay? This was a whole line of hair at the end. There's like tons here. I mean like 7 or 8 right there. And my hair, I don't know if you guys will remember, but my hair does not go like this on my forehead, okay? My hair goes like this. So it kind of goes, woo. Now it's going, woo. Woo. So I'm actually getting hair here, okay? My sideburns are really, really long now. Most of this is my bangs that are up here, just so you know. They were growing out. My eyebrows are actually filling in, which is kind of cool because I didn't want like tiny, tiny little eyebrows. I mean, I keep them trimmed. As you guys have seen, sometimes I keep them trimmed when I remember. If I don't, and you guys see it, shout down in the box and go, hey! And I'll remember. But I did trim them up, and my skin was so dry underneath it. I've just been taking the castor oil and just going right across my eyebrow. I mean, where I want it to be thick. You don't want it to go across here, across here, and across here, unibrow. No offense to those people who have unibrow. If you like that kind of thing, more power to you. I don't happen to. I don't like facial hair on me. I mean, well, some women do, some women don't. That's up to you, what you do with you and how you do it and what you feel good in doing. Not here to down anybody. You do what you want to do. You do you how you do you. But if you're going to do you and you're going to do the essential oils, there are those rules to follow that you do not want to cook your oil. We're not making fried chicken here. And we ain't making french fries, okay? We are making a hair mask for our hair. We are using it as a nourishment for our skin. So you have to baby it a little. No microwave. Sorry. No direct heat on it. So in water is fine. I would suggest if you are going to use the black castor oil and you do want to use it for a massage, that you actually take it and put it in another container. If you're especially if you're going to mix it with other oils, and not take the castor oil itself and drop the whole bottle in water to heat it up, because that's kind of wasteful. And I'm not experienced with how many times you can heat it up in its own container, but I wouldn't want to test it, and I wouldn't want to try it out. It is glass, and I'd like to be careful with it. These did not come with those little droppers, which you could pick up anywhere if you needed to. The only thing is you'd have to wash it out, because I haven't found one that fits the bottle yet, so that's up to you guys. But I wanted to share this with you guys because I was overly excited actually using this and starting to see hair like grow at the end here. And here's one little bugger that's just lonely. Hey, I got no friends. He will soon. Ow. And actually, I'm pulling, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my hair was breaking off so bad that I couldn't do this. But I know this is going to be gross. Ready? I'm going to pull it. Can you see my skin move? That shows you how strong my hair has become from the actual castor oil. That actually hurt, just so you know. Ow! No, that's a thick hair too. It's still there. Did you think I pulled it out? No. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up on this because I like bringing great products to you. And I know you guys and I both learn as we go. And this is one of the things that I've been learning, and I wanted to share with you guys. And I know some of you know about oils, especially essential oils, and which ones to use you're kind of confused on because there's just so many companies out there. So I figured I'd give you guys a heads up. This is one of the better companies, if not the best. There are a couple up there. This was one of them. And yeah, that's it. So, if you guys decide to order anything from Simply Organic Oils, I'll, link it down at the bottom for you so you guys have it. And I will see you on the next tutorial or the next review. You never know what's coming up because half the time I don't know what's coming up. So it's usually a surprise for both of us. So remember, be good to each other. Don't heat your essential oils in the microwave or directly on heat. Use them sparingly. Love your hair. Love yourself. Love your neighbors. Love your friends. Be good to each other. And I will see you on our next review. Love you guys. Bye.